How's it going, YouTube? I told you it was coming, so here it is. Bug out bag. This was just an old backpack I got from Walmart. I've had it for 5 years, I think. But I'm homeschooled now, so I don't have no use for it. So I decided, why not use it for this? Because all I have other than this is a suitcase. So we're going to start with this here. This is just two extra paintball tubes like you use in the field that I glued together. I got the bottom off of one, glued it into that one, so now it's longer. It's holding my machete, my bow, and 4 arrows. Yeah, 4 arrows. Here's my machete. I broke this. It was about that much longer. I hit it too hard, I guess. Broke it off. Still works fine. I like it. It's nice. My grandpa gave it to me. It's pretty old, though. My bow, I'll put that together in here in a second, and I'll show you how it shoots. So that's just the arms to it. I got the handle on the inside of the bag. Then I got 4 arrows. One of them has a Muzzy MX4 tip on it. Pretty sharp. This one doesn't have any tip because I could just use it as a blunt impact shot. Practice dart tip. Why do I keep saying dart? And then that one's just a Muzzy tip, but I don't have the razors in it. Now, the outside pockets. This one right here holds a couple things. It's got this multi-knife, this knife, mini flashlight, and sharpener. I can't say this enough. In the wild, if you're out in the woods, a sharp knife, a dull knife is a useless knife. So you better have something to sharpen it with. Like one of these. This is rough. You can hear it. That's pretty rough. So that makes it kind of edgy, more able to cut things. Yeah. But I got another rock in here that flattens it out and keeps it flat and not rough. In here I have kindling, candles, and tinder for a fire. I've got cardboard, some weeds, just dried out, pretty much hay. And this was dryer lint with petroleum jelly. And you light a little piece of this, and it can last you for minutes. So that way you have a lot of time to make fire. A lot longer than you would with a spark. Here I've got 5 little candles in case I can't get a fire, and I need heat of some kind, and they have no smell to them, they're just wax. I've got rubber gloves in here too, so I can gut what I kill. Ow, there's something sharp in there. And in this pocket, well, I'm going to put this stuff as I talk. I've got a couple things in here. One of them is very useful, and it can help a lot. You should look for it. Alright, now, this is just 4-weather mask. Keep your face warm. Might as well. Goes on like that. Velcro. Keeps me warm. I've used it a lot. And these are little, pretty much booties for adults or whatever. But they're really warm. I don't know what they're made of, but they're pretty soft. And what I suggest, you go to Walmart and look for these. Because I know there's a Walmart around here. There's a Walmart around everybody. Even where I live out in the sticks. But you can either put these on your hands if you're cold. Mostly you should use these for your feet because that's what they're made for. But anyway, I was out in the woods a few days ago. Maybe it was last week or something. But my feet were cold, so I put these on under my socks. And they stayed warm for the rest of the time I was out there. So that comes in handy. A pencil. I have survival notes and an extra piece of paper, an extra notebook. I have like 8 pages of notes taken on Dual Survival because that's a great show and it helps me a lot out here. I've got in here Band-Aids, an old survival kit, that knife sharpener I told you about, a magnet, and a needle. The needle and the magnet can come in handy because you can magnetize one end of the needle, tie it to a string, and dangle it. And that way you can get the general direction of north and south. So that's pretty handy right there. You don't even need a compass if you have a needle and a magnet, because that just gives you general direction. So also on that side I have 2 emergency blankets. So you can put these on the back, on the inside of your shelter, on the back and the top, and your fire will reflect that. Well, these will reflect your fire's heat down back at you, so your body stays warm. Foil. You can pretty much guess what that's for, cooking. And a compass. Right now, that way is north. So straight the way the camera's facing. I got 2 extra plastic baggies like this one. And I recommend whatever is not waterproof, you put in a bag. Because if it gets wet, you're pretty much screwed. So, there's that. That's all for the outside pockets. Now, okay. Inside. The inside of here is not completely full, but that's good because I have extra room. If I have meat, I can wrap that up and put it in there. And I've got maybe a good 1 foot of room that I can place stuff in. Extra things I find, maybe a bone, a sharp bone I can use for a digging stick or whatever. But I have a burlap sack. I can put anything in here. I can filter water through this if I wanted to. I've got rope. I don't know what pound it is, but it's pretty strong. It can hold me. I made a hammock out of it. I've got about 70 feet right here. Got a tarp. It's 6 by 8. I can use this for shelter, to hold water if I have to. Thermos. Nothing in it. When I go out into the wild, I plan not to take water with me. I want to find a stream and make my own, because that way I feel accomplished and all that. But you'll get it once you start. If you do, maybe you're just watching this for fun. Here's the handle to that bow I showed you a second ago. And here's gloves. I have a camouflage pair of gloves that I regularly wear outside, but if I lose those or if they get wet, I can wear these. Backup knife, just a hunting knife I've had. .550 paracord. A lot of you know what this is, and I recommend you get it if you get a bug out bag. This stuff is strong. It can hold a truck. I don't know what kind it was, maybe a Ford. But it can hold a truck on idle. Just a 4-inch section of this can hold a truck while it's idling. And they had to give it a little gas to break it. So that's pretty good. Strong stuff. I wouldn't recommend you use it like to hold yourself or anything, but if it came down to it, you really need that. More rope, probably about 10 feet right here. I've got this. It's an old curtain that I threw in here. I cut the loops off, so now it's a blanket if I need it, or I can just throw it on the ground. It can be my cover to keep my body warm. Extra socks. These are just long, gray, OD green socks, in case mine get wet or whatever. Pliers. I don't know what I could use these for. Just be prepared is what I guess. Just stay as prepared as possible. Here I've got my cooking supplies. That's it for the inside. Yep, nothing else. Now I'll show you. In here I've got a lighter. matches, waterproof, inside of a waterproof container. These are my pots and pans. You can get these at any camping section, pretty much. Those were the 2 pans, and these ones are the pots. The pots, really, I just use them for boiling water and all that because they're not as great. But anyway, I've got 4 packages of waterproof matches, and I have those on the inside of my pots and pans because it's practically waterproof. See, stays right in there, don't come out, sealed. I've got another pot in here, but I ain't gonna pull it out because it's bigger. Best. So that's pretty much all that I have in here. Oh, I forgot to show you. I've got this yesterday. There's a few names for it, but I just call it a fire steel or magnesium stick. This is a hunter's best friend. You can use these to start fire really quick. They set off a bright, heavy spark. That's hurting my eyes. I gotta quit that. It's making smoke right in front of me too, so that's pretty hot. It's making smoke. Watch. See that? You get the idea. So there's that. That's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Oh, again, 625 Magnum blowgun. That's really what this channel is supposed to be about, but I love survival too, so that's going to be in here. But anyway, if you make one of these bug out bags and you want to send me your video, send me a message so I can check out your channel, that'd be great. I mean, this is just my version of it. So I'll put everything away, and while you guys are watching this video, I'll still probably be putting it away. So I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, happy hunting. Good luck.